we're live. I just need to share this with the team.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Yo.
Trying to get better.
Yo.
Okay. So let's start with, does anyone, I have some things I want to discuss before we start, but does anybody have something they would like to say before the videos start? Or any issues we're having, or any ideas, or whatever?
I have some ideas to share, but I like to share on my POV.
Okay. Do you want to share your Discord screen?
Yeah, just give me a second, please. I'm
Okay.
finishing the last boss of Static House.
That's fine. Does anyone else have something they would like to share before we start?
I didn't go all the way to check out the trash requirement for TK. But did you see the skips that I showed on Thug Mansion Raid? I posted 2 links with the hunter skipping. Like, of course, the whole room is gonna break the run. Like it's, but maybe we can do like 80% of the run and do that skip that the hunter is doing with Eyes of the Beast and Blessing of Protection.
You're not able to skip any trash on a speedrun?
So it's everything, 100% is necessary.
Everything except the second KT hall.
Kale's room. Yeah.
And Kale's room, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so that their log was invalidated,
So they are actually finishing quicker, but technically doesn't count.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that was it for my part.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting the boss here. It's real fast.
One thing I'll say is I'm really grateful that we don't take 5.5 minutes to kill Hydros, because that is miserable.
Yep.
Yeah, looking at that shit.
Oh, there's one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like probably the thing that got us like with the most delay last raid was the melees dying over and over.
Yep.
I think what we can do to circumvent it, instead of just saying melee is out, there are a couple of abilities that cancel the raid damage that can be done to prevent the raid damage.
And for this week, we cannot stack the big guys in TK. I think it's not worth it to stack that mobs.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not stacking them. And I think what you're referring to, Lostino, is sheeping the spinners when melee are helping us. If that's correct.
You can use other types of CC.
Yeah, there are other abilities that work other than sheep. I'm just not finding right now. I forgot to, like, I was in a dinner with my fiance. But
Fear and
there
sheep.
are a couple skills. Only those 2?
Death Coil, but we don't have as many. We could spam fear on it.
People need to go farm Slumber Sands if they want something else.
Yeah.
Magic Dust?
Yeah,
Magic Dust.
Magic Dust is the meta right now. The problem
is
with
it
fear
farmable?
is...
Yes.
Yes. It's a pain in the ass.
I'll share my screen with you guys.
I will watch. We can we'll discuss that when we get to that KT hallway, Lostino.
All right.
Okay. Let me get to the point I'm talking about.
All right.
Okay. Here is one point. I think in this pool, the raid can stay in the left.
We took a lot of damage here, if I remember.
Yeah, because I will show the why we take that much damage, and then I will. Okay. Check. Here. Okay. When we are going to pull, all the mobs are running in the same direction as the radars are positioned, and Ludget first. That's then I think Circle will cast a Mind Blast, and he's looking to the raid. Now he's casting a mini blast, and he's looking straight for the heavy raid. My idea is the raid stay far back, and the tanks, me, Lud, and Kamek start this fight from the right side, from here. You can see my mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we start the fight from here to not cause this problem. Look at the mine blast. That is the problem. Yeah. They take some time to turn the ads, and the circle keep look at the ratings in here. You can see the circle. I think it's Kamek is tanking circle. I don't have it sure, but I think it is. And circle is still staring the raid.
Yep, that's scary.
Yeah, that's.
Why has Rev died? You just.
Yeah, he died because this. Yeah. Almost half of the raid died in the first mine blast.
Yeah, range should be nowhere close. I mean, this has been a problem before, and I try to always say don't get cleaved, but if you want to run in from the right side, that's fine, as long as you don't pull the pat that's walking.
Yeah. We don't need to go to far right, just to near to that flag here. Where is my mouse? I think the ads will start looking at us, at the tanks, and not looking at the raid.
Okay. Well, so what I'll do is I'll mark you, and you can walk the other tanks in, because I think you're the only one that's here.
That is the. Let me look at the first hit. Now. The circle will stop and cast a mine blast in the raid.
I get it. I see the problem.
That's why I have election line.
Okay.
Okay. For the. Yeah, here. I think we can improve this boss rotating misdirection on me, just because Lud and Kamek they don't need the misdirection to start this fight.
Right.
And I think with the misdirections will improve my threat on X and on school.
Can't stack misdirects. Like it would have to be one after another.
Yeah, you can set like a kill for misdirects. But in the last fight, in the fight we killed, only Avrutus used misdirects, and Emily Costa and Draconian they didn't use that.
Yeah. So here's my recommendation. Dracone does not like rotating misdirects because he doesn't think it's worth the global. So that being said, I would have him start with his misdirect, so that you don't have to argue with him about it, and then I would have Avrutus and Emily Costa rotate as you see fit.
Okay. He can start using misdirect on school if he wants.
Yes.
Just to bump
that will not be a problem. Conversations we've had in the past, he thinks that rotating misdirects are worthless, and I am not in a position where I care enough to argue with him about it. So if you want to rotate misdirects, have Dracone MDU first, and then ask your hunter friends to do what you need.
It's only for this fight because it's 3 targets. It's really tough to keep the aggro in these 3 targets for the druid.
Understand. Yep. Why not just let this play? I want to see it. This is the first wipe, right?
Okay. No. That is the third one.
This is the
try
third
we kill. Yeah.
All right. I don't care about it. We'll get to this in a minute then. So yeah, just both of your Avrutus and Lostine are both here, so you can just ask them to do it however you would like. But
he already gave me that feedback, so I'm aware.
Right. Any other concerns?
Let me remember the last. Another thing, it's probably on bosses. They can be taunted like Flash and I don't know what other boss can be taunted, but Alar. Maybe it's better to Kamek tanking, because I can output a lot more DPS than staying in the Pharaoh. But it's your guys' choice.
I'm fine
just
with
an
that.
idea.
I'm okay with him tanking as long as you're in feral tank gear and not in some weird cat DPS gear. Because if he dies, I want a bear. I don't want a cat.
No, okay. Yeah, the only thing I need to use for do a little bit more DPS is the feral helmet.
Yeah.
Then I can keep all the gear, and I will not have a problem with defense cap and resilience.
As long as you're a thick ass bear, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't want you to be cute and try and switch a couple pieces to do more damage. I don't care about your damage.
Okay, that is my consideration about the SSC rate.
That's everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone else have something they would like to share? If not, I'll take my turn. So, healing continues to be an issue. We wiped to FLK partially because one of the ads was not picked up and Kirchimbo was running around, but he was doing what he was supposed to do. I have no problem with that. From what I understand, you're supposed to have 2 healers assigned to you on FLK. Talvez and Kirchimbo. This is my wife. Hello.
Hey, did you get my shampoo and conditioner from your dad the other day?
Yes, it's probably in the car. I have watched Talvez's Tempest Keep replay, and as far as I can tell, he is exclusively raid healing. I don't see him healing tanks the way that he's supposed to, and I'm not happy about it. So he is no longer playing Circle of Healing. He's going to play whatever discipline spec the priest is, and Keith is going to be Circle of Healing. I don't think Adiani is available tonight, so I was really wanting to go over healing assignments for every fight, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Because I'll be honest, I don't know them. But I am tired of tanks dying. I do know that.
Can I just make one question?
Yes.
Maybe Adiani will be the one to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
But why is a Circle of Healing priest assigned to heal tank? Shouldn't it be assigned to heal the raid? Like I'm asking honestly.
From what I've been told, priests are better tank healers than shaman.
That's true.
That's the knowledge that I have. If you're gonna be a tank healer, the best one is a paladin. The second best one is a priest. So even though you have the Circle of Healing spell, if it's a fight that requires tank healing, you're going to have a tank healing assignment.
Gotcha.
Like, let's look at FLK, and we can do this later too. But the first wipe, what ruined our speed run is Cindy dying. Now, he's not taking heals from Kirchimbo, which is not a big deal because we know that he's running around kiting an ad that you know, it should have been picked up. It wasn't. It is what it is. But Talvez has a renew up and a power word shield. This is not acceptable. So I don't want to beat it into the bush, but if we can't follow the strategies, things are going to have to change. So this is Adiani's lane. He can handle it. I know they've already talked, but if we continue having tank deaths and tank deaths continue to be an issue, whoever continues fucking up is going to be removed. I'm tired of it.
I agree.
Rich, could you please link that log real quickly so I can just take a look at it, please?
I will.
Thank you.
Yep, I will put it in.
Just saying, you will see in the review. Charlie stopped healing me because the Ray summoned by the boss, he aggroes on Charlie, and Charlie run away from me with the Ray. I think that's why he don't reel me in this 9 seconds without healing.
Right, Charlie is trying to survive. I have no problem with what Charlie's doing. I think he's doing a fine job. My problem is you're supposed to have 2 healers on you, and Talvez is casting Circle of Healing. It's not okay. So, again, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Eventually, I want to see healing assignments written out so that I'll at least know them, and this has got to stop being a problem. So that's all I wanted to say before we started. Does anyone else have any follow-up, or are we good? I think, am I sharing my screen?
I mean, I don't think it's acceptable to have 16 circle of healing casts with a third of them being over heals, right? So with one prayer of mending cast, 5 flash of heal cast, it's not acceptable. It's either he did not know his assignments or was not following them. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I can tell you is it will no longer be a problem, or the problem will be removed.
Yeah, I was just looking at the healing pattern, and it's I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Keith is now playing Circle of Healing. I don't play healer. I don't know what that's going to look like in terms of his assignments. I will try and get all of the healing assignments published before Tuesday and take a look at them again. But we can't wipe on stupid fucking bosses because people want to heal parse or whatever it is that we're trying to do.
Yeah, fuck Talvez.
Well, and I'm not saying that either.
I told you.
What I am saying is let's make a plan and let's stick to the plan. And if someone doesn't like the plan, then let's talk about it on Sundays and we can change it. But once it's in stone, like, let's just do what we say we're going to do. So Hydros is fine. I don't see any issues with that. Why did Cam die? I guess on the transition, the boss didn't.
Yeah, he kept the threat and after the transition, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of strange. I don't think I'm worried about this.
Were healers moving?
He got pretty much one shot.
My death on Lurker, it's only my fault. My mind was set to do a rotation when he's using the I don't know the.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I don't expect you to be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. Like, someone's not going to lose the raid spot for making mistakes. What they will lose the raid spot for is not doing what they're asked to do repeatedly. So that's different. But here
I'm just saying that Lurker death on my death is on Lurker. It's only my fault.
As long as you recognize that and don't make the same mistake again, we'll be okay. Cam has the boss across the transition line. He's not changed. I don't know. But let's move on. We'll get to Lurker.
I mean, he literally got one hit by Hydros's melee swing. I don't know. I'm looking at the log.
He got one hit
crazy.
After the boss was supposed to change forms. It's again.
I see. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Like 50% or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if this is worth watching, really. We do pretty well here.
Slick has all new Master Loot privileges now, being useless class in raid. Thank you.
He likes my idea, huh?
It is a good idea.
It is. I don't really care.
I mean, Slick is here, right?
He's muted.
Okay.
Probably working.
Rich, how many mobs are in these AoE packs?
More than 10.
More than 10, you think?
Yes, I do. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe not. Does not look to be more than 10, no. Why?
I'm just curious.
You should be probably wearing your seat set.
Just thinking of new ways to beat you.
Yeah. I need to farm that.
Just one note. If you guys intend to keep Swaga at the bench, you can give him some tips because
Swaga
if you
yeah.
If you look at how DPS in the interior raid,
I've seen
it's very low.
He is yes. Swaga was not put in raid 1 coming from Classic because we did not think that he would do enough damage to keep us happy, but he has a good attitude and he's here when we need him, so he's a bench player.
Yeah, just telling to talk to him, maybe give him some tips and to make him improve there.
Yeah, what I think CD means is not like any kind of toxicity. It's just like you guys are really good Warlock players, and I think some feedback from you guys would be really useful for him and for the overall raid DPS.
Yeah. First time at Flock, he didn't have bull loss on majority of the fights. That also is a big factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the trash, his DPS is not that good too.
If he wants help, I'll happily help him.
And just remember, he is affliction warlock. He probably needs to do at least the same damage as a hunter in the trashes.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm not going to track him down and tell him how to play or micromanage him. If he wants help, he has the Warlock channel, and we're happy to help him.
He's reached out to me a few times, and I've helped him out.
Yeah. It's a long way to say I'm not worried about it.
Why is he asking stuck?
Maybe because he's the only warlock that's not an officer. Some people are, I don't know, like, I won't say scared, but intimidated by the fact that someone is an officer.
Listen, Swagga and I have a great relationship.
Then I don't know, maybe he thinks you're trash and stuck is good.
Probably. Most of us feel that way, so.
Okay, so look how fucking far away I am from the goddamn water, and I get hit.
I'm glad you're here.
I was standing in
this
roughly
goddamn
the same
shit.
place. I was standing last night. I did the same exact thing on raspberries. I was like in the middle of the ring, and he fucking smacked me when he came up to.
You got instant killed.
Is this you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I just like to.
You're not the end.
Dale
You're gonna
just,
get
like,
hit.
Slaps you on the way by.
Yeah.
Just pimp slaps you. Just like, hey, cut that out. Fish me.
Feels bad. I don't know what to tell you.
And the lurker is starting
No,
to
what
make-
really feels bad is what happens when I get battle rezzed.
Oh, you get battle race into a whirlwind, right?
Gotcha, bitch.
Really did 2.3 DPS on the fight.
Yeah, we can see where they fished from. So this is where, right in front of Star was where you were standing. This guy looks further back than you, but his bobber.
Yeah, he's not
in
even
the
looking.
middle.
That's what I mean. The bobber doesn't even reach the pool from there. He's not even doing anything useful.
Right.
So you literally need to move up as far as I was to even reach the pool. Like, there's no farther away.
Yeah, I
try to kind of cash in like the middle of the platform.
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm near that like crook thing where the water kind of creeps in. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't fish there again. I know that.
Use the ogre suit for fishing. Increase your hit points.
Then you will get hit.
So, like, how do you feel about master looting?
Sure. Come on.
I think
You're gonna use the sheet and update the sheet.
No, not that part.
Okay. Well, then it doesn't help me that much.
Nah, if you teach it to me, I can help you out. I know how much you don't like it.
Wee.
Is this the point that you've been pushed, Cindy?
Yep.
Oh, you went flying.
That-
That boy's surfing.
Oh, so he hit you on the turnaround.
Yeah.
Do you stream?
Crossing
What's your
borders at
page?
that point.
I want to see it. What's your YouTube page?
I don't have it, but I can show you. It's
That's okay. If,
He just rotates.
yeah.
slightly.
I really try to do same as as a feral cat. I try to rotate the platform. That's done.
but you know what Cam does, and you know how to.
Yeah. I know. It's just
Okay.
mind freezing.
Yeah, as long as you know, then that's fine. It's
Okay.
a discussion.
Well, will not happen again.
I don't know why I'm not dooming. I think I had a stroke this raid week.
Are you using any curse?
We'll make sure your
No.
class lead straightens you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles, we can just get together like Tuesday, like before raid. You can teach me.
Lostina, did you get hit?
Yes, I did. I'm a trash player, never did it before. It's not gonna happen again.
fine.
You suck, Lostino. You suck.
Fuck Lostino.
It's like I
Famous
said,
last words.
I don't care if people make mistakes. Like, it's
Yeah,
not a
it
big
was.
deal.
I just got greedy.
As long
you
as
can
you know
see-
what happened,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I know.
No,
I know.
no
I know
excuse,
exactly.
Lostino. No excuse.
No excuse, dude.
I know exactly what happened. I went too late. You can see me like jump in the water and getting blast right away.
Yep. We're here to learn from mistakes, not
Sounds like a loot ban.
yeah.
Most certainly.
Mistakes will happen.
Yeah, I think that's my first time I get this fucking spawn.
It's fine. If we've learned, I'm happy. Why does
Ooh.
Talvez die here? Too close to Sporequake, I suppose. Where's what? I don't get it. His health is fine. He's at half health. Was that one tick? And then he takes a renew, and then he's dead?
Ooh.
I don't get it. I guess he was too far up.
One thing we can check and try to improve the speed on trash. It's check if the people are using their trinkets and drones and etc. in the trash.
Yeah, I will be honest with you. I'm not really worried about speeding trash up because we still can't kill the bosses in this dungeon. So, while yes, I want it to go faster, and yes, I want people to do consumes, I don't want to put a magnifying glass too heavily on it yet, because for the last 4 weeks in a row, we have wiped to farm bosses in SSC.
Yeah.
I agree. You can't speed run until you can actually clear the shit in one shot. So
I like using
makes
the
sense.
Chew Toys Palm sheep here. This felt good because it's always sketchy without it, and then I like using Pyro's Palm sheep on the big one coming up. What's the cooldown on Palm? 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this feels fine. I have no problem with this. For whatever reason, was it this week? I think moving these felt weird or slow, or why did Cindy die?
Seed of corruption.
Oh, you got mind
I
control.
got mind controlled and
Okay.
melted by seed of corruption.
Yeah, in my mind, whoever gets mind controlled is going to die unless they get cycloned, which is probably what we should tell Stormin to focus on.
It's another good reason to have like a resto druid for a NS cyclone or something, but
Yeah. Keith, as far as your healing assignments go, I have no idea how they changed this week. Adiani is at work or busy or something, so
yeah.
I don't know heals. You don't want me to assign healers. It won't be pretty. Why did people die here? One person, 2, 3. Is it just something not getting picked up? Probably. Yeah.
I think there was something to do with Lud's consecration not ticking or something like that. I remember him saying that.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Keith died because he wasn't standing with the group.
Yeah.
pull an Exy, Keith. Well, Exy would be in front of him.
Exy would have already quit.
You'd be at the next pack playing there. Where are y'all?
I die on this pack because I think I start seed too early. We will see. I would actually like to watch. Yeah. I probably started like 2 globals too early.
It happened so quick.
I think three globals. Is that what you give, Grundle? It's a pretty good number, right? I guess he's in his other raid. All right, we're going to mark Cindy this week. He is going to pull from the right side with the other tanks. Half the raid takes most of their health here because people are way too close.
You also mentioned that we needed to mark shamans, especially me and D.
Yes.
If you want to start doing that.
I do want to start doing that.
All right.
Remind me if I don't.
I'll do it.
Thank you. Are you full bis now, Cindy?
No. But it's good enough.
Are you just missing like the PvP stuff?
Yeah. I think the biggest upgrade now it's the PvP weapon.
Yeah.
I have all the off pieces, and I have some honor to get the next off pieces from the next season.
Nice.
Just sucks to get 180
Yeah.
rating,
You're on
right?
that top.
I'm too bad.
Someone likes you, Rich.
Yes. They saved my life.
Extremely well timed.
You're going to have to message me when you want to play, Cindy.
Okay.
I like that whirlwind weak aura.
Yeah, I think on this fight
really
we
nice.
have a little bit of problem with threat in the demon phase.
That was Swagger's problem.
Yeah.
I think Stuck will be tanking next week. So
Unless Grundle got his 99, which
he did not.
I
thing we'll have to change is you cannot use Curse of Wreck if you're tanking that fight. You need to be using Doom for snap threat.
And we will use Hocked Boots on this.
I don't know. It was pretty
next
fucking
pool.
sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're doing it. We can watch.
He needs a bubble pull if he's
Yeah,
doing.
that's what I'm
like
about to say. He can bop himself.
Bubble, not bop.
Probably is that is the way, because when me and he run to the end of this path, we get too far to receive any kind of healing.
Oh, they just rocket boots to close distance. They didn't even do it for the pull. So they're gonna pull 1, and that's it, I guess. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. What the fuck? So here's the 5-pack. And then
They stock the 5-pack with the first patron.
That seems very scary.
Yeah. And they have, I think, 6 warlocks.
I don't think I want to do the rocket boots pull there. We almost wiped. So in this one,
Again, it's one of those things. It's to save 20 seconds, and we're potentially wiping. Like, it's not worth it in our situation.
Yeah. Now,
maybe we can try to get the first pack and rerun to the second pack and use rocket boots to come back to the first pack. I don't know if that's clear, but
yeah, that might be fine. In this case, they used a hunter.
Yeah.
I think he probably just goes to check to see if it's close. But I don't know. I do not want to do this, though. Rocket boots down, LOS of healers, and then he just dies.
Yeah, he died, and I use my AoE taunt, but it's not enough to keep out these targets. With me.
Yeah, so what we did was single target, and it was a good raid call. Let me pat myself on the back. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, no more rocket boots pulls. If the other pack is close, we may have a hunter grab it of Brutus. If it's not, then we'll do 2 and 2, or we'll do 1 pack at a time.
If we get to the point where we're consistently doing 55-minute clears, then we can talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah, this makes sense.
We've got to quit shitting the bed before this matters. I don't think I want to watch these. Okay. I want to watch it here. So what the fuck happened? Oh, Dracone, we're going to have you start the fight by misdirecting Skull to Cindy.
Okay.
Who is this?
That's Skull.
Does he not have a
He
target?
charges Dracon and kill him, I think. Yeah, that's it.
I don't even see the mana ray.
He's kicking Trolley, I think. Yeah, the ray killed Trolley. It's not showing dead, but okay, I got Skull and Axe and I had threat. Then Ray just run far away.
So Skull comes to Emily Costa. Sporebat spawns.
Yeah.
And leaves before it gets a swipe.
Yeah,
it goes to
it's
healer.
It's too far so I get the taunt or...
So how are you normally picking that up? With swipe or taunt or what?
Yeah, so taunt and swipe.
Okay.
Taunt first, then I keep swipe.
Okay. So really, it's probably because you're frazzled that you just got Skull back We pull.
Yeah.
Skull leaves you. You panic. You're able to get Skull back. You get in a position as soon as you do. This one spawns, but you're not really thinking about it, so it runs around and kills Charlie.
Yeah.
And
I have Earthbind on my feet, Earthbind and Cyclone. That's make it almost impossible to me to move at this position.
here's our Circle of Healing Priest, healing everyone except for his tank, and the tank dies. That will not happen again. All right.
In the second try, I think Lud got melted by his target.
That wasn't why we wiped, though. We
I
recovered
didn't
from
Chaos
that.
Bolt or something.
No. I think in the second try, when Lud's died, the ads run in middle to the raid, and I think
It was
in
a
the
fire Nova
AoE
totem that
it's
killed
fire
most
Nova
of
totem.
us. Yeah.
It's not the I don't know how the name of the skill of it.
No.
Spitfire?
So Lud does die. Let's see, but I want to say we recovered. Well, no, that's not.
I think the cast by the Lady Naga just destroyed us, and that was what happened.
Yeah. And the Spitfire helps to kill.
Okay, so Lud dies. This one comes over.
Yeah.
This is not why we wipe.
Yeah, but keep
Yeah,
watching
she
him.
spams. Yeah, she spams on us. Yeah.
He cast one time and the raid it's half of life.
This Spitfire is what wipes us. Maybe not.
She will cast one more time
Maybe
and
it
one more.
is- Maybe it is her.
Yeah. Stabio talks something about keep her far. I don't know how to say that, but Stabio's talking about to keep her
Line of sight.
Yeah, line of sight.
yeah line of sight to the raid to not spawn the first tornado in the raid.
She seemed to be too close on that attempt. Like in raid 2, we never got cyclones, and our kill timer were really slow in comparison to your guys. So something's weird with the Charybdis positioning.
She is supposed to be LOS. I think she was.
Maybe she needs to be further down.
Here we can look at the last poll.
Because it's like letting the tornadoes hit us is counting with the RNG, because some bad shit can happen. Like tanks not having enough time to reposition. And so on.
If the tornado stacks on my feet and I have 3 targets to keep aggro, it's impossible to I move. I will stay still and just tank the tornado and the triads. I think the shaman's casts like frost shock on me too.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's instant spawn the tornado on melee.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
So, who's not assigned to damage the Spitfire totem?
Warlocks.
Even rogues?
Everyone.
Because they lose their energy, their combo points.
They would probably be exempt. That would make sense to me. What did you say, Chutoy?
Nothing.
So outside of the rogue right now, and the warlocks, everyone else is supposed to hit the Spitfire totems.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, we can look at here. Let's do this.
Damage done, enemies. Actually, friendlies. And all enemies go. There are two kind of Spitfire totems. That's from the last boss. That's the enraged one. And the Tattoo Vest is the first one.
All right, so this is the enraged one, and this is the not enraged one. Well, thank God for Chew Toy. Pyro needs to start doing damage to Spitfire. He is muted right now. I will send him a message. Okay. Let's see. We've at least got 3 hunters on the meter. To enhance. Rev. Stabio is saying something, had some excuse as to why he could not kill Spitfire. Is he here? I'll message him. Okay. Does it make sense for the Shadow Priest to switch? I can't imagine.
Nah, they're immune to dots and to Mind Flay. I mean,
Yeah, so
I can throw a Mind Blast here and there, an SWG
No,
here
that's
and
fine.
there, but it's tough.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't. So Shadow Priests, Warlocks, and Rogues. Don't touch Spitfire. It looks like he was helping some actually. Okay. I don't want to watch these Murlocs. Why does Lud die?
More green. He got bubble and he got aggro of the Murlocs.
So we were pretty far, and there were no frost traps there, I think. So it was really hard for me to go there and heal him. And I think I also have bubble. I'm supposed to heal him.
Yeah, probably is impossible to heal him with bubble and aggro of all the Murlocs. We get really unlucky at this Murugan in the start of the fight.
Who's supposed to be healing Watery Graves?
Well, you shouldn't really run back in too quick if you're low health. Just wait a second.
No, I agree. Can you outrange the stomp that he does?
Yeah.
You can. Okay. Do you know how far it is?
No, I don't. Probably 30 yards or something.
One note, I'm not moving Murugan because there is no bubble at the melee. It's just on ranged.
Bubbles don't attack melee?
Not that time.
No.
Oh, you're saying in this specific pool?
Yeah.
That's fine. D Shaman needs to do more threat on Striders. I don't know if he's here. He is not. Let's see if we can figure out what he's fucking up.
I forgot to say one thing that I remembered. My old assignment, the assignment that I'm doing weekly, was the one you guys gave me back when we had 4 hunters.
Oh yeah.
Should we review that?
Yeah, so we're gonna give Nunox the short wall. So
because I've been doing the same thing ever since that week, but I just started to think that's weird.
Yeah, so this is the short one where you normally are. We're gonna switch that. We're gonna have because I think I'm trying to remember where Greg used to be. Where did Nunox go? Okay, so you basically just move counterclockwise one segment. So you and Nunox are gonna switch. Nunox will do this short segment, and then you will do this segment over here where Nunox is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know where this segment is?
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
All right. I want to see.
Is there a hunter in the middle of the platform?
Is there what?
A hunter in the middle of the platform?
Yeah, you can be up here. Yes. I think he's gonna wait until Attained is about to spawn, and then he'll probably go.
What he's asking, Neo is the one up top.
Yeah, I don't have an elemental quadrant assigned to me.
Oh, Slick does it?
Yeah, Slick does it.
Okay.
Hasn't bit us in the ass quite yet.
It's fine with me.
Yeah, without Greg over there, needed someone new on the east side. Guess Nunox is taking over.
Nunox is gonna switch with Emily Costa. So Greg is being replaced by Emily Costa, and then Nunox is taking the short segment where Bosco used to work. Okay, I still have not seen
this one. Maybe we got it. Yep, no, we got it.
Why? If you did miss one, what would the reason be? Just not enough damage, or?
Yeah, just like unlucky positioning. If the poison comes down in my quadrant and I'm, where I'm standing now, like where you see mine, like I could have a poison bolt spawn, in the section next to me. And if I don't have a movement cooldown up, I'm kind of screwed until I get there.
Okay, I remember this spawn. Alright, so D is in the middle.
Something I could do to alleviate that is if I know a spawn is ready, I need to be kind of cheating towards the middle and not focusing elementals 100% down. Maybe let you guys finish them off.
Makes sense to me.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, you were quite low.
If I ever encounter a problem where I'm feeling slow, I can start cheating towards like the middle quadrant when a poison bolt is due to spawn. And just
What does it have to do with me? Like, isn't Nunox be near you?
I was
me?
speaking on my part. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, because I heard my name and I just saw they were talking something to me. Sorry, monkey English here, probably.
That's all good.
What can Shaman cast while they're moving? Is it just Frost Shock, or do they get procs for free chain lightnings?
It was Frost Shock.
I think they're just shocking, yeah.
Frost Shock.
So why is D doing no threat?
He's using Frost Shock.
You're supposed to use Frost Shock.
The Frost Shock is the one that gives additional threat in TBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, First Shock in Classic, but now it's Frost.
Okay.
Maybe he needs to find certain DPS windows where he can do chain lightning, elemental mastery, and such shenanigans.
He's not even on the threat table.
You can check if he
check
has
his buff?
salvation up.
Oh, that's probably.
That's a good assumption.
I don't know how to look.
You can go to analyze. You click on him. You go to buffs. Click on D Shaman. Now you need to go all sources. Yeah, all friendlies. Go to D Shaman.
Salvi took it off.
Yeah,
it's cut off.
Yeah, it's off.
So why is he doing no threat? Where is he in this picture? Is that him? No.
That's a hunt.
I don't even see him.
He's on your right, left side.
Right next to your mouse.
Yeah, I saw him. So he's right here.
Yeah.
He's spamming. He's not even on the threat table.
Maybe he's getting resisted.
I don't know what's happening, but he's not doing any threat. I don't understand.
Do you know the timestamp in the fight that it happens?
No.
It's like 3 minutes something.
Are his lightning bolts comparable threat to like shattering it with shocks? Like, is he shocking it with his lightning bolts?
Yeah, the one I was checking he was. So like for this one here. Yeah, I already watched him do one. So here he is. He should have been more in the middle of the platform. That's fine. He gets over there. He's planted and doing his thing.
There's the bolt.
And this one he kites fine.
So yeah, he's weaving him in.
Yeah, maybe he just had some resist on the other one.
He's moving during his free chain lightning, so that one was fine. What does threat look like? Yeah, that one looks fine.
D Shaman.
Maybe his Frost Shock got resistant. That's like a lot of threat.
Maybe.
They're weirder things. Hey, I'm off work.
What's the cooldown on Frost Shock? Do you know, Trale?
6 seconds or something.
6, yeah, I believe.
6 seconds, yeah.
So is this him just running?
He's using perfectly on cooldown.
Yeah, he's using totems and shocks, and he's fine.
Maybe you're doing too much damage. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Just too good.
I guess if it's slowed, it doesn't really matter who's kiting it, but it's just easier when he does. This is fine. Here he is. Yeah, he looks like he's hitting his buttons. He did well. All right. It was his first week. I won't bitch and moan too much. And then we got lucky because everyone had their consumable little plant things. I do want to see. I think I probably will Lust Warlocks twice here again. On KT, you can definitely have the double lust. On Solarian, you can definitely have the double lust.
KT and Solarian are fine for DK. We'll split it 2-2.
Okay.
For SSC, if we split it 3-3, can we have Lurker, FLK, and Leo? And you guys have Vosh, Morgrim, and Hydros?
Let's see. You want Leo, Lurker, and what?
Leo, Lurker, and FLK.
Let's see.
Doesn't count because we're bad and we died.
Yeah, that's fine. Just remind me, because I'll forget.
Yeah, if you want to, I can download the weak aura and take care of the swaps on our fight, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Tips keep. Let me remember what. So I think the biggest frustration for me on Tempest Keep was everyone was angry at me when I was trying to pull a LAR because people wanted buffs and we'd just been doing trash. So what I think a compromise is we need to be buffing during trash and downtime so that when we get to a LAR, we're not waiting 3 or 4 passes because that is triggering to me.
Yeah, no, ultimately it just comes down to the classes that are responsible for it. Just gotta kind of do a better job of keeping it up, some of them.
Yeah.
I know it's a pain in the ass. Trust me, I played priest role.
On the other hand,
but it needs to be done.
Like on the other hand, melees were dying every other pull, so I'm not gonna
I
blame
get that,
only the buffers for that. Like it must be hard to keep rebuffing like every single pull, you know?
There were times though specifically where like I would ask for something 2 pulls before the boss, not get it, ask the pull before the boss, not get it, and then we had to wait at the boss while I'm still asking for it.
So who's slow?
Sometimes Fort goes out a little slow. Paladins, it's hard to tell who's responsible for who, but Blessing of Kings is always a problem.
Okay.
It was like an Alara. I was trying to buff Sandy, but it was like line of sight around out of range.
Yeah, and that's understandable. That's partially on me because I have to like put him up the ramp to start the fight and stuff, so that's understandable. And like I said, it's not a huge issue. It's just when we're doing speed runs, like you said, that little bit of time wasted waiting for buffs we can't do, but at the same time, not having the buffs is costing us time as well. So it's like it just needs to be done. That's the end of the story. But we won't waste any more time on it. I agree. We need to just start pulling, and if people don't have their buffs, they have to be pissed about it.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, I'm not waiting on one person's food buff. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, things like that. We just need to go.
No, your personal food buff and any personal buff, you gotta take care of that shit.
I feel like Lud probably is the only person you actually need to, because Lud does salve. I feel like he would be one that it's kind of important if he does need a sec, but yeah, food buff doesn't count.
No.
Although it is annoying if I'm
and if
below
that is
hit,
the case,
but...
like if we have people dying on trash pulls, then Lud has to resalve them, probably stay behind and be late to a pull as well. So
yeah, we just need to get better at managing our time so that we keep moving forward.
Yep, no, totally agreed. Totally agreed.
Not dying for it.
But yeah, that's the easiest solution.
Do I keeping this spinners mobs too far away?
No, they're fine.
Okay.
I kind of feel uncomfortable about the amount of deaths that we have on trash. Is there anything we can do to mitigate that?
Play better.
Stop spamming stupid shit on one person.
Do we want melee to just kill the falconers here? I mean, I can't imagine they're helping. Maybe
if we can actually get in the corner, then it's fine. Like we can DPS as normal, like stomps and stab. They can whirlwind and cleave and do all their fancy stuff. I can't say I'm doing a whole lot because I gotta be like on top of 2 targets in order to do any kind of AoE damage. So me getting like thrown around, I'm pretty useless here.
So you should probably just, because this first pull we're gonna keep bringing to that corner.
I'm going for uptime on these pulls. I'm just trying to make sure I'm hitting fucking something and hitting my sappers and shit.
Yeah, I would rather you focus on these 2 falconers.
That's fine. And a lot of the times I feel like those are the safest things for me to hit, so I hit those a lot of the time.
Yes, that's what.
Should the hunters focus the falconers as well, because our rotations mostly single target except for motor shot?
I will try to tank at least one of the falconers, and I will try to stack the falconers with the hawks.
No, we actually don't want them to be stacked with the hawks. I don't think. Let me look at who.
Okay.
Hold on. Grundle was the mastermind behind this pull.
There was a reason the falconers and the falcons themselves were split. I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Let's see.
And we keep the falconers in the other side of the hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The falconers stay over at the entrance, and then the Phoenix Hawks run through. So I would just have the warrior tank do the two blood elves, and let the paladin and the druid do the hatchlings. Paladin mostly, and the druid can just taunt things as they leave. Hopefully. And then the second pull we do as normal, so you just stack it all in that first corner. But the reason we moved away from that is because it causes double pulls for the first one. So yeah, the second one, it can all just get stacked here. Maybe there's a better way to do it, but that's what makes sense to me.
Yeah, we need to improve that pool. Everyone needs to stay stacked, and only one people will stay in the line of
Everyone
sight.
but Absidy.
Yeah, I don't know why we had a brain fart here.
So I think
It's gone
we
too
fucked
well
that,
for too many weeks in a row.
that one because you said a healer stack here, and we all went there.
Yeah.
after
Now we
realized
know.
There was a slight miscommunication. I do remember now.
That won't happen again.
This is fine. Brutus, I would say do your best to pull these as quickly as possible. As soon as one dies, I want the next one. No waiting. Because if we miss it and we wait on a pat, we lose like 30 seconds or so. Let's see how many times he goes around. So there's one. This is the second time around. 2. All right, so we should be pulling like on this next one. If not the second one, it should be this one definitely. And it does. Okay, thank God. It's only missed one circle, but I know there were people upset at me for pulling this, and I have no regrets.
No one quit. No one died.
Yeah.
Success.
It's asking too much to we use like the BM Pool 5 or just to sync the drums. Some people are
A pull timer? I'm not using a pull timer on Alar. Drums should start as soon as we enter combat, or threat allows. I don't know if I understand your request.
Yeah, it's just to use a DBM pool like 5 seconds or I don't know 3 seconds just to make people ready to use their drums or I don't know.
That one you just kind of pull when he's in range, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna pull when he's in range. I don't know why I'm not using Doom on this fight. I guess playing 2 specs is too difficult. I don't know. One thing I think I would like to do is if people can spread more around him in like a 360-degree circle and just kind of be tighter, then we can sit here and cast when he goes into the air longer. Like he'll go up into the air and I just sit here and continue casting and don't really stack until he's untargetable. That won't work if people are spread out really far though, so.
Wish I didn't have that zone, so I could be melee like you.
Yeah. That was me looking for my totems. I finally found them. I need to remember to mark the shaman. Pad is fine. The double pull, we're not going to stack anymore. How do they... I'm sure they have much more damage than we do. They're still not stacking them. Okay. Because they're stacked. People die. I don't know why Slick dies there. Just got destroyed.
It wasn't close, was it?
Really, I'm pretty okay with the way we do this room, but let's see what these guys do. Did they rebanish? Yes, they do. Rank 1. They only rebanish one of them. I don't know if I like that. Alright. I'm skipping this. Yes.
No, never mind.
I don't know why I'm not using Curse of Doom. Could not tell you. There it is. Three melee die.
stack them too long.
Yeah. Oh, it's alright because they have runtime. So really, the skull needs to get whatever the first mob to us needs to get drugged to the door, and the second mob needs to stay way over there. Like we can't have people over here because that's what can cause double pulls. All right. Avrutus, as soon as we come into this room, I want you to pull these pats. Like this AoE pack is gonna die, or even before this AoE pack dies. Like I want you in the next room, going to find wherever that pat is, and pulling it as soon as possible, because we're on a time against lust. Like I think I go over here and yeah, but you're right next to me, so you pull it, which is good, and we beat the bloodlust timer, so. But yeah, that was perfect. So even during this pack, you had already left to go get the next one. It's exactly what I want. The only thing I need you to do is pull these pats here. So that was good. We need to make sure to remember and drop Drummer Totem. I don't really want to watch this part, even though Grundle dies. Somehow Cam did not die here. It was a miracle. Okay. So Lostino wants us to CC the ads when the other 4 die, I think is what you're requesting.
It's not CC. It's just to break the
right. Yeah,
the animation. But yeah, what I mean is like instead of keeping it CC, just to
I know
just
what you mean.
interrupt.
Interrupt Arcane Flurry is what you want to do. So the only time I need to interrupt Arcane Flurry is if we need melee to go in. Let's just see. Let's see how much health they have towards the end. This pull was scuffed. I think we ended up taking them back and the rest of them down. That's not how I want to do it. I want to use the left and the right side of the room. So the spinners will be left. The other 4 mobs will be right. I don't know. I mean, maybe we spam sheep here, but it still feels like we're going to lose some melee. Let me see what they're doing. Their centurions are... Do they have any melee? Not really. Their melee are on the right. Alright, I don't like that. I see what you're saying, interrupt a flurry, but I still think melee die if we try and do it that way. I would prefer to just have ranged kill them. or try and AoE as much as we can. Like they should be at lower than half health when all this other stuff dies.
And they want to go in, they should go farm the slumber dust or whatever, the magic dust.
And then magic dust, yeah. Yeah, I mean, by the time
Yeah,
melee have...
I think the magic dust is actually the right call.
Yeah.
If you want it.
It's a pain in the ass. I'm not going to farm it for the melee. If we execute well with positioning, they should be at like 30% health. When the melee have nothing to do, they should die quickly. Star's too far away. I think Stomps already knew that. I do like having range switch to Star to finish it off, but really it should be dying to AoE. So really what would be nice is if we could cleave off of square, but it's just going to do too much damage. So, yeah, there's no way the melee can tank that. I don't know. What are they? Their comp is different than ours, but... Because it's the Marshal, has so much more health than everything else. I don't remember any problems with KT. How did the trying to get aggro on Thaladred work?
Didn't look like it did?
Yeah, I get 3 times.
Is he not tauntable?
You
I thought people were taunting him.
No, it's not taunt. It's like 10k threat when he changed targets. I can show on my POV if you guys want.
Yeah, I like to see it. If we had Mistract, how much threat is Mistract? Like 3,000?
Yeah, around there, 2,500, 3,000 top end.
That would be helpful. Here's Talvez. I couldn't make SSC VoD review.
Guess what, Talvez?
Yeah, I mean... I'm pretty sure you're casting Circle of Healing, though.
Is he here? I think he's on the other channel, on General.
Circle of Healing. Shield, Circle of Healing. Circle of Healing. Mana Potion, Shield, Circle of Healing. Is this the kill? Hold on. No. Yeah, it's Circle of Healing and Shield, so it's fine. I'm gonna let Adiani handle that. Circle of healing is the problem. I like us lining up here and dicking Thaladred down. I like it a lot. I'm trying to think where's the optimal place for us to stand, because he picks a target by the time he's to that first step.
Also, I think we should wait on the MD. I think the first MD was a waste because he didn't reset his threat table.
Right. You have to wait until he picks a target.
Yeah.
So storm it. So by the first.
Yeah, now. So now is the time to use the MD, not on pull.
Right. And then every misdirect after that starts when he takes a new target. Yeah, you got threat. That's so much better because, I mean, I got so many more shadow bolts off with you doing that.
One thing that I'm noticing right now, the one with the fixate should not attack the Taladrar, just making Cindy's life harder. Because you already have 10k lead. If you keep DPS, it's gonna be hard for Cindy to catch up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I try to use my trinket in one and my raised potion in another change targets.
No, yeah, I think you did a good job. You'll have misdirects this week too.
I think that's kind of missing the point there. You don't want people to stop attacking. Like, that's just wasting DPS. It's just so
it's just the guy that gets the target.
Do have a chance.
It's just the guy who gets targeted.
It's still wasting DPS.
Sure.
So you're gonna have somebody not do damage, and have one of the tanks be able to pick it up for like 2 seconds.
It's way less DPS we're losing than the one we lose by kiting the mob down to the hall.
Well, I mean, if I'm targeting, I'm still gonna be blasting. I'm not gonna die. Why would I want to waste like 20k damage that I could do in my 10 seconds?
I think if you are ranged, it's okay. You keep doing your thing.
But that's what this applies to. Like, if you're a melee, you're obviously not going to be doing damage. I just, that's not something I agree with. Like, that's kind of dumb.
I'm fine either way. I don't care. As long as Cindy's trying to get threat, I'm happy.
Yep, last week it worked, so we can keep doing what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. So the hunters will just need to decide what rotation they want to do their misdirects in, and make sure they time it well with the swap.
If only we could adapt the Wikara from the trank shot to the misdirect one.
Does Talbos need to be drugged down?
He can come down here if he wants.
See, like right here is where you should have been starting to curl back around rather than going straight to the back of the room. We did a poor job on that this week. I think it was Swaggo. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know. I think at this point, I just told people to run to the front and.
Yeah. There's no point chasing him back there. Just lost DPS time.
Right. Slick, how have you learned to weave the dagger on this hoe?
I don't know. Last week I just kind of did it.
Yeah. It's making a big difference.
I had to bite my lip a little bit this week because I used my cloak and she still booped me through it. But I just said fuck it and ran back in there and got it.
Yeah, it's been huge.
I did have Vanish ready if she did decide to target me with a spell, but that's like it's like my last my last thing I can use to maybe not die. Also, I was snooping around for like more melee heavy comps for the trash beforehand. Looks like Londo's group just uses fear and other stuff. It's like not melee heavy, but people who actually used melee.
Where did that? Is that a new Phoenix? That's not one that respawned. Yeah, you're right. Neo Hunters do too much damage here to not get 2 lusts. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the bow has a stacking debuff just like the dagger Slick has, except for physical damage. Plus the bow does like a ridiculous amount of damage on its own, like the DPS of it.
And the ammo increases their DPS by a further amount. It's just insane.
Yeah. Well, just make sure.
Let's put it this way, Rich. Basically, it's so like insane that Hunter DPS on that fight works in like inverse of normal fights, where the longer the fight goes in that phase, the higher your Hunter DPS is, just because your DPS spikes so much with the weapon. So like the slower your guild kills KT himself, the higher your DPS will be.
Right.
Is that why Greg was always number